And we are going to begin with a high-profile memorial service after an assassination that has dominated political discourse in the United States. Tens of thousands of people are expected to gather tomorrow to honor the life of right-wing activist Charlie Kirk in Glendale, Arizona. Now, you'll remember that 10 days ago, Kirk was shot and killed as he spoke at an event at Utah Valley University. And we are expecting to hear from speakers from the highest levels of the U.S. government, including President Donald Trump at tomorrow's service. Katie Simpson is following this story for us. So, Katie, let's start off with where you are right now.
We are in Phoenix, Arizona, outside the Turning Point USA headquarters. That is where Charlie Kirk worked from. That was his political advocacy group. And this has become the memorial site for people who would like to mourn Charlie Kirk together. They gather here to be with one another, to express condolences. Just over my shoulder here, you can see at any given time, there are dozens, maybe a few hundred people here, but there's a massive memorial. There are American flag balloons. You've got flowers. You've got homemade signs, all being placed here in Charlie Kirk's memory. This is a sort of a stopping point many people are making ahead of tomorrow's service. And we've met people from all across the United States, people who flew in from Nashville, people who flew in from Virginia, people who drove 10, 12, 15 hours from different parts of the United States, all to be a part of this. They are offering their sympathy to the Kirk family. They are frustrated by some of the language that has been used in the wake of this. And so we thought that this would be an opportunity to chat with people about how they're feeling, how these Charlie Kirk supporters are feeling in this moment, given the reaction that has taken place across the United States. And we wanted to talk to them about free speech, something that Charlie Kirk was a significant advocate for, to get a sense of whether people here in this crowd, what they are feeling about free speech, given what's happened in terms of the reaction. One of the issues that keeps coming up that people keep mentioning is, what happened with Jimmy Kimmel, how he's been pulled from the air. Have a listen to what the people that we spoke with here at this memorial have to say.
I think that free speech is safe and well in our country. I think that people are being held accountable now at this point. The things that Jimmy Kimmel was saying was not funny. It was told in fact, and he's being held accountable.
Same way if I go on social media with my employer and say things that are not in line with their values, they have every right to, enforce our corporate values with me.
We heard that point over and over and over again as people said, listen, free speech, there are consequences for some of the things you have to say. And that was a point that was made many times to us as we spoke to quite a few people here in this crowd. Now, there are people who are actually here to offer support to anyone who may need it. We've seen it's a rapid response team from a large mission here, a large church mission here in the United States. They've actually flown here to come offer support, to lead people in prayer as they go through this moment. And there's so many people that they expect to attend tomorrow's event that there are different churches from Phoenix actually here handing out flyers to say, listen, if you don't want to fight the crowds, if you don't think you're going to be able to get a seat, if you can't line up early, come to our church. We're going to live stream it. So that's sort of the sense of where things are in this moment here outside of Turning Point USA.
So, Katie, given everything you're saying, and it is shaping up to be a massive event, the president is going to be there. We're hearing that very, very senior administrative officials are going to be speaking as well. So naturally, security becomes a huge issue. Talk to us about that and some of the security measures that are going to be in place.
Yeah, so a lot of roads in and around the football stadium where this is going to be taking place, they are going to be shut down. There's a heightened security posture. Local police are saying they're expecting up to 100,000 people to attend, even though the stadium capacity is about 60,000 people. So additional people are expected to attend as well. This has been given the classification, a heightened security classification by the Department of Homeland Security. And they're treating this the same way they treat and secure the Super Bowl. Have a listen to local police in terms of just how significant that is.
Not only are we handling the security for this event outside of the venue, we still have an entire city that we still have to protect. The only difference here is when you have something like the Super Bowl, we had upwards of 2 years to plan an event like that. This we had a week to work with.
Now, the U.S. Secret Service says it has made an arrest not far from the arena where tomorrow's service will be held. According to the U.S. Secret Service, there was a suspicious man who was around the arena. They stopped him, tried to talk to him. He identified himself as law enforcement, saying he was armed. However, U.S. Secret Service say that he was not actually law enforcement. They're still trying to figure out what he was doing there. But certainly, this is a heightened security posture in this moment ahead of tomorrow's high-profile memorial service.
CBC's Katie Simpson in Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks so much, Katie.